Hello, and welcome to our 6 a.m. Pacific time daily devotional practice for November the 7th, using 365 Science of Mind. That's a book of daily meditations by our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. And the theme for the whole month is gratitude and thanksgiving, but each day's focus seems not to be on Thanksgiving. Like, for example, today's theme is on forgiveness. And forgiveness is a very deep topic. Not anything that, in my experience, can be fit into 2 or 3 paragraphs for any depth of understanding. And indeed, I would say that were our founder, Dr. Holmes, alive today, I believe he might um, dive more deeply into the world of forgiveness and change some of the presentation of the language that we read from him. Because I think there is some danger in prescribing total forgiveness for everything, for everyone, always. Sometimes the kindest thing we can do for ourselves is not to forgive before the time is right. And no one can tell another person when that time is or if it will come. So in the reading today, there are some statements that out of context can seem, well, tone deaf to the complexity of life, just turning away from the errors of the past. Well, we would need to investigate that a little bit more. It is true that resentment or self-unforgiveness can hold us back. But the way of forgiveness is complicated. I would say it's like doing surgery. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be precise. And you have to probably work with a professional. So in the reading, when it says, only when we forgive everyone will we feel a certain weight of condemnation lifted from our own consciousness. Well, that may be so. And what if you are in that position in life, which so many of us find ourselves, when we cannot move on our unforgiveness, or the transgression has been so tragic or profound that it feels like an additional wounding to even think about forgiveness? Does that mean we cannot live or thrive? No. No, it doesn't. There is still a way. So the way for today, I think, is a softer way, evolving through love from wherever we are to a place where the idea of freedom, whether that is through forgiveness, self-forgiveness, or the release of resentment, whether it is through a way that I know or through divine intervention, sometimes it takes that. We're not going to be specific about that or make any demands on ourselves. Well, I'll speak for myself. I'm not making any demand on myself, and I'm not making a demand on any other person about what their forgiveness work should do. But I will join you in prayer for a heart that is free and kind and synced in with the living Spirit. So let us know together that there is only one living Spirit, the living Spirit Almighty. One eternal reality that envelops everyone and all things, includes everything and all things. And it is always present, like the stillness is always present in a room before it is recognized. It is the flow of life that creates all things. And I live this life, I share in it, as does each person on this broadcast and beyond. Life includes me. The living Spirit flows through me all the time, even when I journey through the valley of the shadow, even in the dark night of the soul. And it remains in me even in times that are unjust and unfair as the potential and the possibility for new creation. So I open to that awareness today to realize that I am guided from within to walk bravely through life. And as the time is right, this living Spirit within me reveals to me how to release, and if appropriate, how to forgive. And so even before forgiveness takes place, I accept that there is a connection between me and all that is through this shared heritage, the living Spirit. And I focus on that through this spiritual mind treatment. And I breathe. And though I may not outwardly understand how everything in my life is connected, how all experiences play their right part, I suppose, I trust that there is that within me that does understand, compassionately understands even through the injustices and dangers and difficulties, through to the path of freedom and peace. And it is with me now, guiding me. And it is showing me precisely in every step what to do for my spiritual evolution. So I declare today, I am listening, I am available, I am willing to move with the flow of the living Spirit and in its direction. So I give thanks for this moment now and whatever softening may have taken place. I give thanks for this moment now and whatever opening may take place. And I find it in my heart, the breadth of courage. I find it there to breathe into the greater yet to be, in which I can see and feel and sense freedom. And I trust the living Spirit to do what it always does, flow through me and to accomplish its good work through me. And so I release this word of prayer, this word of acceptance, and I let the infinite presence flow through me to manifest that which has been spoken with confidence. And so it is. If you are working with forgiveness or unforgiveness or resentment, and you would like some support, there is the World Ministry of Prayer where you can reach out and get a prayer to support you. And today, there are so many resources online. If you type how to forgive, it's not like it was 20 years ago when we didn't have access to the logistics, the nuts and bolts of how to go about forgiveness. Now you can pick and choose. Pick and choose a strategy or a program that works for you, one that isn't cruel or uncompromising, one that gives you the room to feel your feelings and be honored for whatever has gone on in your life, whatever you've done or think you've done, to choose a way to work into freedom. So I invite you to be gentle with yourself today and with the world, and to have a blessed day. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.